Hands up, please, in the attendees, and I will promote you to the panel. We need, we need hands up if you would like to ask questions, or this could be quite a short exercise. So there we go. Carl Markham, good on you, Carl. And Dave Maddock as well. So just bear us a second. There we go. Carl, I believe you're in the... good, there we are. Carl Markham, Dave Maddock, Press Association, followed by Daily Mirror to kick us off. Yes, Carl.
Hi, Jurgen. Just wonder what your I wonder what your thoughts are, having had time to consider that.
Quite an exciting game. So with two obviously completely different halves. Thank God that there were two halves today, because the first half was obviously exactly like you shouldn't do it against City. The second half was exactly like we should do it against City, that we cannot. All four goals obviously happened in the second half, but in the first half, can't remember a chance from us, if I'm right. And so I was really happy about the halftime whistle, so that we could adjust a few things. And actually, we didn't change anything. We just told the boys again what we actually wanted to do or should have done already in the first half. So things like this happen. You against a team like City, with the dominance they can put on the pitch. When you are then a little bit too passive without the ball, then they pass through your lines. You never can really get in the challenges. And what was our biggest problem in the first half, that we didn't play football. So that doesn't help. You meet for a football game, people come into the stadium and then they play football. That sounds wrong and is wrong. So we needed to start playing football in the second half. We did that immediately. I think that was obvious for everybody all of a sudden. City had to run a lot, had to defend, completely different to the first half, because we played now really good. And if we would have played only the second half, I actually would have liked to win the game. But together with the first half, I'm not that cheeky. I think the point is fine.
That you can't, okay, Dave Maddock, and that will be that as it stands at the moment. Dave, we can't see on screen, but I'm sure we can hear you.
Jurgen, two things. One, Mo Salah's goal, which was one of the great Anfield goals, and it almost seems fitting that he scored it when you had the tribute to Roger Hunt, who scored a fair few of those types of goals himself. And the second half is just your response. Pep seems to have kind of brought it down to James Milner should have been sent off for a second booking, but I think the game was quite possibly a lot bigger than just one small incident like that.
Oh, for sure. I heard that, meanwhile, I didn't see it. The way it was too far away in that situation, but I saw this reaction from the bench. We planned anyway to take Millie off because of the yellow card from the first half. Reaction second half, yeah, just we played. Second half was us, brave, aggressive, full of determination, ready to play in the small spaces, playing the extra pass, using the width, and don't chip constantly these balls in behind the last line against the goalie, who is probably the most front-footed goalie in the Premier League. So why would you do that? But we did in the first half constantly. So how is that? It's a really good lesson for us today. Not that I needed it, but at least when you get something like this first half, then you have to show reaction, and the boys showed reaction. I'm overly happy with that. That was absolutely great. Even with two good halves, there were games when we didn't win against City. Yeah? So today, the first half was probably the worst we played so far against them, but the second half, that was us, because they have massive problems. We were really in the game, scored wonderful goals, and Mohamed Salah's goal. So the first goal is a great counter-attack, winning the ball, bam, bam, two passes. Sadio, great position, top finish. And the second goal, only the best players in the world score goals like this. That was the first touch, the first challenge he wins, then going there and putting on the right foot and finishing the situation off like he did. absolutely exceptional, and you are right. Because this club never forgets anything. People will talk about this goal for a long, long time, and in 56 years still when they remember this game. So yeah, was a really good one.
Okay, thank you, Dave, and thank you, Carl. And that's all we've got. No more hands up. So everyone must be busy tonight. No problem.
Thank you very much.
All the
See you.
best,
Bye.
everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Recording stopped.